Well, what an incredible way to start the week. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had an incredible day in markets and a wonderful weekend. Building on the video that you, I hope, heard yesterday, Rob and I were talking last Friday when I recorded that, and he was mentioning to me that the Russell's in an interesting spot. It's getting ready to potentially break out. It's in a setup. And if it indeed does break out, what was a potential negative divergence becomes a factor for a bigger move up in markets, which I hope heard in that video yesterday. So Rob pointed out that the NASDAQ is above his MSR channel at the end of last week, but the Russell was contained within it, even though it perforated it. Now, today we got that breakout. Now, it's not all free and clear. We are rising into resistance. Nonetheless, a bigger move has taken place. Now, when you take a look at the S&P 500 through the lens of the futures index, here you go. There's a daily chart of the ES, and I'm going to remove the subcharts just for now. What you can see here is a TRP buy signal appeared right there. That's the cyan dot. We then see target 1, midline, and target 2, and we've effectively achieved target 1 today. To start the week, on the heels of last Friday, where the primary market went into champion trend and champion cross buy signal state and also got a wealth signal. Well, today we've got a triple S buy and a breakout forecaster, and we've already hit the TRP target 1. This all amounts to a market that is still dressed to impress and is not willing to quit. Now, that does mean it likely runs out of all that rocket fuel sooner than later, as it hasn't pulled back to refuel. But if you take a look at that 4-hour chart, which tends to look out 3 to 5 days, and we look at the subcharts here, we note that we are in a runaway breakout against the TRP target 2, and that was from a buy signal way back over here. So last week, buy signal, target 2 superseded. Obviously, the data last week helped quite a bit. And where are we now? Well, we've got effectively, after a bit of consolidation, a range breaker indicating resumption of this uptrend and overbought, but positive momentum with triple S. Blue on the triggers. TRP positive momentum dot has been deposited on the last 4-hour bar closed, and we're using some high octane bullish fuel. All of this amounts to a market that is not ready yet to let go of this move and buying, maybe get buying. Now, this does raise the question. Powell is on tap Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for Jackson Hole. It's unlikely that he's going to have to say something that is hawkish or bearish. It's more likely that it would be dovish. But the market's priced in so much positivity already. Is it more likely that the news will be sold? Now, that's conjecture. We want to trade what we see, and what we see in front of us is a market that has broken out, range breaker printed. The highs over here were taken out in today's market exactly as the indication suggested, and guess what? This does have some room to continue. And how do we know that? Well, if we take a look at the momentum in place, core trigger moving up, TRP positive dot, well, that's what we need to see, along with the triple S rising, high octane bullish fuel with a spike 2.0. We need to see these things to support this runaway breakout on a 4-hour time frame continuing. Now, where to? Well, the all-time highs are certainly in sights, as you can see on the top left-hand side of your screen. Now, that is not a guarantee. That is what is the next likely level. And for those of you that are looking at markets and looking for opportunity areas, looking for what the shape this market is going to take into this incredible back end of the year where we do have an election, well, I want to share my thoughts with you, and many of our speakers want to do exactly the same. You can simply go to joinzia.com and get yourself registered now for the most incredible Wealth 365 Summit election edition, and it is promised to be incredible with a power pack lineup of speakers curated based on your feedback to give you what you're asking for that's important in your active trading. I can't wait to see it there. And of course, in videos just like these in the days to come. Simply go to joinzia.com and get your seat now, and let's work this market together. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.